Now, where was I? I usually do random, but I don't feel like doing random. I feel like doing stuff I want to do. Even though I know it doesn't work, and most of the time I just lose on my covenanting upruns. But hey, I can only get better. Mama! Imps are funny, but no. Just know there's some balance patches on the way. Let's play with you again. You're the one that has a lot of buffs, and minor bosses have increased health. Oh well, let's go. That's right, I need to play more Monster Train because I need to get some of the specialty card backs. Some things to unlock, some true mastery. You know, make them look real fancy. Talos. Whoa, hold on. Oh yeah, Talos is actually randomized, partially. Spells, shields, and armor. Half of buffs or debuffs, okay. Friendly units enter with sap 1. Every turn on applies dazed on strike. So I actually have to have a tank and DPS set up. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. Ensnare is one I haven't actually seen before. I like it. Kind of. Maybe. Hornbreak is fantastic. Vine Grasp is also fantastic. We have a lot of really good cards. Dark Champion first, because that will flavor what artifact we get. So what are my two choices for the Awoken Man? I didn't actually pay attention to who my ally is. Specialty Hellhorned. Okay, so we have imps. Not even great imps, they're just imps. We could root people, or we could get quick. Oh boy. If we're going to be dealing with Talos and bosses, I think quick is actually going to be the far better of the two. Demon units get multi-strike. Or +3 magic power. Well, we aren't using magic power that much. So I guess we can probably pick up a good demon unit before too long. Gurg's Goad is phenomenal besides, and we should be able to pick up at least one decent demon unit. Which means we kind of picked out our next option, but that's alright. Gotta remember, we cannot save the top floor no matter what. We can do some killing on the top floor, depending on what cards we get, but we can't save the top floor. It's just not possible. Eh? I could Hornbreak you. I should probably try and Hornbreak you. But at the same time, I should also consider taking less damage overall. They'll be down to 1 damage apiece, so that shouldn't matter. Of course, I have to Hornbreak this guy, because of course. Of bloody course. Train Steward? Am I really enhancing a Train Steward? Yes. I want to grab you. I could kill both of you off, but I think I'm just going to handle it for right now. We're just going to claim the extra gold and enhance the lot of you. We're not killing this one way or the other, so I think we're fine with it. As long as things go over well, there shouldn't be a problem. I could root you, so you will deal no damage. Could put a Train Steward so you'll get popped, hopefully. It could just start Mama, because I did just kill a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger. And thus he's dead. I get the feeling that probably wasn't the best decision. Oh sweet, I can actually Vine Grasp you. So it's a lot more damage. You're immune to rooting, that's alright. Wish I could mama harder, but mamaing cannot always be done to save us. But he'll be half dead, and I should be able to get something rolling at the top floor. Maybe. I don't think Weight of Contrition's that horrible. You're getting played no matter what. You're always getting played as well. Hornbreak would put you fairly close, but I don't want to take too much harm. So we'll just put you down to 10 health. Actually, I made the wrong choice of order, but I think that won't matter. Oh god, it will. Oh my gosh, it won't. We barely make it. Okay, now we overkill by a significant margin. Resto Detto. If we're gonna have demon units, those usually have a lot of health. I'm gonna take the Restoration Detonation just to ensure that we keep them. Well, their helper is fun. An extra Hornbreak would be fun, but that's just diluting the deck too much. So I need to go for the Hellhorn Banner, but thankfully he's with the Merchant of Steel, meaning this isn't a huge downside. Wow. I should have checked what the Merchant had first, so I could actually make my upgrade choice. No, you could just be DPS. That's fine. What do you got? Endless. I'm gonna actually re-roll, because I want to get a very good... Ooh. Of course, it'll be too fat. He will be too fat, but he's good by himself now, which is fine. And we're gonna purge... Do I purge a Train Steward or do I purge an Impling? Implings are instant damage, Train Stewards take up too much space, so we'll get one Train Steward out of the way. And we're gonna hope we can get a decent artifact in the next stop. Because there's nothing I want to duplicate. Do I go for a unit draft? Even if they hit hard, we should be hitting first, so I'm gonna take it. I wish we could put them both down. Oh, it's just if they're on the same floor. Okay, that is significantly better. I want to boost their damage, but I also accept that they would hurt me a lot more if I did. Oh, please. Oh, come off it. Alright. Not having you die. I refuse to permit it. Vine Grasp is a definite yes. Gotta save a Hornbreak, and I cannot play the Queen's Impling out in front. I could Restoration Detonation on you, that's alright. You're both dead, that's all. That is perfectly alright. We are definitely gonna Resto Detto on you. Vine Grasp. Pop. Pop. And now you die. I don't need Root Seeds, and you'll take 18, but we'll just cut through the remainder. Sweep. That's painful, and we don't have anything to stop him, so... You'll die... They'll die at about the exact same time. With the amount of damage that's being dealt, I might as well start boosting you. And put a train steward down just to reduce the number of cards that are in my deck. I wanted to kill these two back row people, but Lord knows I'm not going to get a chance to do that. I don't need to ensnare. Vine Grasp, you're taking 5 now. They're both dying, so it does literally nothing except draw more cards for me, and we're just going to start pumping up his damage. He screams about how hell is no more, but I see the only one who's going to hell is him. He is one large boy. None of these are worth my time. Get out. It's my imp in a box. We've already played that joke out. I'm still going to keep playing it out, but this is not the time for an imp in a box. Is another Horned Warrior worth it? No, it is not. None of these are really good enough. The Animus of Will takes too much to boost. Husk Hermit maybe is something to attach, but I'm looking for something to boost the amount of spaces I have anyway. So yeah, I could duplicate, but I want to get an upgrade on the other guy first. Let's grab the artifact. X cards get +3 to their cost. Well, we have no X cards. But, even if we have no X cards to begin with, what are the ones we could pick up? We could pick up the Rail Spikes. Rail Spikes are never bad. The Awoken Rail Spike is also not horrible. The Vent isn't horrible. I think we're just going to take the Pyre Wall here. Like, I can't think of too many options where that's particularly good. Who are you? Branded Warrior. If you kill someone, you get Rage. To all friendly units. Well, I'm going to just take the Steelworker instead. Have someone tanky on the higher floors. What do we get here? Another large stone. Clearly. No. Historian, historian, historian. Which clan? Oh, it's Tomes. Why did they nerf it with Fragile? I don't understand. One Horn's Tome is already nigh on uncastable. And Multi-Strike 1, yes, it's good on some people, but not the vast majority. I'll take One Horn's Tome. I'll give it a shot. As long as I don't have to deal with sweeping enemies, it should work. Friendly units enter with Sap 1. Attacks each turn and applies Dazed on every single strike. Why are you a Soul Eater? Well, I don't have enough space. I will have you die. So, we're gonna put the Horned Warrior up top and he can just start slapping her around. Pop in. Have you kill one. And we'll start applying some strength buffs to you. Oh, that's right, because Sap 1 completely invalidates you. Neat. Yeah, I literally cannot cast One Horn's Tome. It's just something I picked up for later. You're gonna apply Dazed. I can just ensnare one of you. That's not a problem. Steelworker. You have Multi-Strike plus Quick. So that's not terrible. Oh, and you can't even hit Talos. Oh, come on. Okay, so it only matters for this turn, not next. I mean, I guess I could just put you up here instead. And now we'll deal 90 damage to her. And that is kind of a decentish combo, because he'll just slowly build up his tankiness. So pop you for you to die. Hit you, and then pop you to make sure you take as little damage as possible. Talos attacks last. Always attack last. Oh, that doesn't kill you? Well, we can make it kill. You're getting popped anyway. I didn't want Talos to hit you, but I don't think... Well, no, there would have been a way. I should have put down a train steward instead, but that wouldn't have killed you off. So... I guess I'm fine with my choices. Well, given that we can't stop you anyway... I guess I could just root seeds and put it on the multi-striker. So it applies dazed now. And then there's nothing we can do to stop it afterwards. Except quick does still work. Pop. So you deal nothing, but you take almost nothing. This should pop the other guy too? No, it'll leave one. But that's okay. Do I care about the horn break? No, if the conduit infiltrator makes it up, then that's okay. So I should just focus on empowering you further. Here we go again. We could just Vine Grasp. It would deal exactly 1 point of damage, and Talos still punches through, so it kind of just defeats the entire purpose. But we can. I hate this version of Talos, I realize. Immune, obviously. I don't know why I thought that would work. Okay, are you dazing people anymore? No, you're not. Thank goodness. Here you are. That increases the damage tremendously. Resto Detto, which murders immediately, which increases the damage dramatically. Vine Grasp, because we might as well start killing you. And I'm not going to try to buff you any further. The only one I should buff is the Hellhorn. He does a good enough job. I'd love to put the multi-striker on him, but I just don't have that option. As long as I've done this right, this should be the end of Talos. Yes. And we can Restoration Detonation just to make sure you don't die. This literally does nothing. Everything else here does basically nothing. But we can at least give it a shot. Was she laughing? How dare you laugh at me? Well... Awoken's Rail Spike is painful. Because I could have taken the X cost in that case instead of the Pyre's Bulwark. Because drawing 3 cards and applying -2 to all those cards isn't bad. Because that would actually... Yeah, I'm going to take it on the off chance that I know what my next couple of draws will be. Railbeater is funny, Branded Warrior is also funny, but none of these are particularly good enough for me to take. Do I take Fell's Remorse to make it theoretically easier to cast my stuff? Or do I take the Light of Seraph so I can actually put the two big guys on the same floor? I'm going to take the Light of Seraph and I'm just going to rely on the Rail Spike. A bad idea to rely on said Rail Spike, but hey, I'm going to try. Card deletion and card buffing are a yes please to me. Sure, we're going to give you more multi-strike. There, you're big. You're beefy. You're scary. Let's hope that this works. We are going to delete the train stewards because they are currently now officially just going to get in the way. Merchant of Steel. What else do you got? I don't know what else you got. I'm going to see what our Dark Champion can bring us. I could give him multi-strike 1. That's actually not bad to have 2 multi-strikers. Hello, Zalrock. Welcome. Sweep, however, with Quick is also phenomenal. Because you would pop in, immediately sweep out anything too weak. And then we could have the other big guy in the back to clean up. You know what? The more it sounds like it, this is the better way to win. This is the if I didn't have the other big guy. So yeah, we'll upgrade Wildington. Is there anyone else I want to delete? Yeah, I'm going to spend the money to delete the other train steward. We're just going to get rid of him. He's taking up too much space. Ooh, they get a full heal, but I do want the random artifact, and we have a lot of decent stuff, so let's see what we can do with this. So they will get a full restoration. Pop here, you kill both of them on the first swing, you literally cannot hurt them. Steelworker will be up top in preparation, and we are going to start working on empowering Wildington in the absence of anyone else. Oh, you trap him down there. Alright, sure, we're gonna put down the Horned Warrior, just to cry, scream, and laugh, because they're all dead. Well, I didn't expect that so quickly. However, what I'm gonna do here is, well, I don't need any more of that. I actually need to just empower you at this point. You're dead. I could do the Awoken Rail Spike, but I'm actually going to start dropping Queen Zimplings. Just because they're in the way. Yeah, they're all dead. Okay, yeah, this strategy is going to be hilarious and is going to work out. So you, and ensnare you, but that doesn't matter because you're all dead anyway. Can't do One Horn's Tome from this, but that's okay. In the next batch, I should be able to do something. You're 55. Might as well keep working on buffing you. What is this boss? I didn't pay attention to who the boss was. I'll have to see if I can do One Horn's Tome. I get the sneaking suspicion I can't, but I'll give it a shot. I'll put down another Queen Zimpling, again, just in the way. Oh, Fat Man, please. We are going to... there's a chance that we get what we're looking for, and that's One Horn's Tome, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to instead just do as many buffs as I can. Okay, he's just hitting the first boss. That's fine. He's dead. Wildington lives, so we're just going to keep applying root seeds and see if we can actually make it so that he lives with even less damage. The answer to that is not really. Okay. Well, we have an Alpha Strike build of some kind, and Winged Indulgence, which is fantastic. If I need them to deal less damage, I want them to deal less damage. The Wildwood Custodian is awful right now. I don't need to draw more cards than I'm already drawing. Nor do I need the Invigorating Solution. Kind of need more energy. We are not taking Inferno. That's just stupid. Like, I don't know why I would ever take that. And Tiresome Climb is anti-synergy as well. So, just extra money. I do like the Winged Indulgence. More card deletions so we could find what we're looking for, probably. I would love to do the Concealed Caverns, but that just doesn't seem like a good idea, so here we go. Boon, we're going to throw away. We have no more Train Stewards to throw away, but we do have Queen Zimplings, which are going to be in the way. So, delete, Merchant of Steel. What do you got? We could Large Stone. We could make this man a thick man. And you know what? I'm going to make him a thick man. Welcome, thick boy. And you know what? Quick and multi-strike on our tanky unit in the rear guard, just to make sure we don't end up losing in the event they happen to bypass our meager defenses. And you are the relentless multi-striking boss. And you guys sweep. I feel like we can pull this off as long as we get the correct setup to begin with. So okay, we got the full setup. Like, we instantly got the full setup. So, yeah, just get to work. You I want to kill. So I have to save a Hornbreaker for you. But I'm always dropping off the Steelworker. Yeah, so Hornbreak, give me my money. And Root Seeds, because we don't need to upgrade Wilmington's attack yet. Multiple big guys. We still kill you, so yeah. I can even kill this guy off. There's no real reason to do it, and I'll put a Queen Zimpling here because I want to make it easier to find what I'm looking for. I want to give him another batch of multi-strike, although I don't know if that's going to work. Oh wait, why did I... Queen Zimpling? I know exactly why I did that, because 3 choices, none of them are good. Although, I think this means, yeah, so we're at the lowest we can possibly make it. So just Root Seeds, Ensnare, and try to draw whatever we can. Oh, there's One Horn's Tome. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, you actually kill. That's extremely unfortunate, but understandable. What am I going to do about you? Vine Grasp, definitely. Root Seeds, because it triples your damage each and every single time. Draw more cards. I could have woken Rail Spike. Is it, whenever you take, is it health damage? Loses health. That's an important distinction. So if I had anything that gave you armor, One Horn's Tome would work. We'll use the Awoken Rail Spike now, and it's the dead weight. I mean, hey, we got it out of the deck. Oh yeah, he lost quick. That explains a lot. Let's go up top and just start applying our buffs. I've got no reason not to. You should be dead. Yes, because you got quick and you're getting hit with multi-strike. 2 levels of multi-strike. No, are you 2 levels of multi-strike? No, you're just quick and large. And in charge. I would love the Wildwood Tome, but it doesn't do anything, really, except in the niche case where somehow Wildington dies, but the other guy lives, it still grants quick. So, impressive. What would I even... I mean, technically Awoken Railspike is a consume spell, so I could try it once. If it fails, use it all up. Because the Enhance is permanent, right? I think the Apply negative is permanent. No, I think it's explicitly the Enhance keyword. But I think Impish Scholar is still good here. Because the only thing that we have is consume is the Awoken Railspike and One Horns, and we could try to Awoken Railspike twice. And you know what, now that I think about it, it's kind of dumb, so let's just skip it. We could duplicate the Thick Boy. Do I want to duplicate the Thick Boy? Kind of, because I really don't have any other units to speak of. And I could delete more cards, but the only cards I'd be deleting are the Imps. Which isn't bad, per se. Well, that or I could delete the Vine Grasps. But the Vine Grasps are kind of irrelevant, so I think we're going to Thick Boy duplication. But before we do that, we're going to visit the Concealed Caverns, because I can actually buff one of my troops in the train, he says, and instead gets to go through the train yard. Trap Shoot, I think, is irrelevant. Hook is also kind of irrelevant, because I can't conceive of a situation where I'd really want either. So yeah, we'll just leave it. Hellvent, as I said, I'm probably going to just duplicate the Thick Boy. Where's Thick Boy? There's Thick Boy. Come on, Horned Warrior. Two of you are far better than one, especially against Thel, of all people. So, Armor and Spell Shield to your Alabaster Guardians, which mercifully can't do anything. So we're going to sweep. The problem is that doesn't exactly stop you. But that's alright. We're going to put you up top, and we're going to begin the enhancement. I've got Resto Detto, so it should be fine. Oh boy. You're not dead. Thick Boys unite, and they're both dead now. Put the other Thick Boy up here, and none of these are particularly good. I could dump the Queen's Imps. Yeah, I might as well. Look, you can armor up all you want. It's not gonna do anything to help you. Nope. So this is completely worthless right now, so... You gain armor, but you deal triple damage, so I don't think me incanting armor gain will actually cause a problem. No. No, it will not. Okay. Sometimes the synergies are just obvious. 10 armor? Wow, you live. That's actually impressive. In this case, One Horn's Tome is available. I have a little bit under a 50-50 chance of getting it. Let's give it a shot. Perfect. I can't cast it yet. At all. But I believe the application is permanent, so... Pop you, you die now. Pop you, that's good enough for me. And I'll just leave you down here because you're gonna die anyway. More armor? Really? Really? Oh yeah, so the enhancement is permanent, so that would have been an amazing setup. You aren't moving. Resto Detto on you. It does not kill you. That's depressing, really. Because trust me, I am trying. Oh yeah, I forgot that you just root them permanently. Alright, well, now the fun bit. One Horn's Tome. So he's fragile now, and will die instantaneously if he takes any damage whatsoever. But Fel only can multi-strike, and would have to multi-strike through this man. In short, it'll probably happen. But I think we've got some time. Should I move on to the next guy? No, we should be good. Alright. Final wave. So they both die, but you take over... You take enough damage for it to be laughable. However, do I want to do this? Yes. Because it's technically a quadrupled effect, but you're gonna live longer. So we're gonna just give this stuff to you for now. Your health will be reduced, our champion will die, you'll fall, but One Horn's Tome is fantastic. Oh, that's right, you were weakened. Winged Indulgence. Why didn't I think of that? Perfect. Fel goes down fairly simply. A second Awoken's Rail Spike. I mean, at this point, a second chance of hitting what we need to hit is not bad. I don't really need another Light of Seraph. What I'm actually going to do is get Fel's Remorse. Get the additional Ember, and then that should make the Awoken Rail Spike a lot better. I don't feel as if more unit buffs are going to matter in this fight, so we're going to go this way and start grabbing artifacts. Yes. 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 Because a front-friendly unit on each floor gains +5 health. Perfect. Grab you. Let's see what the Dark Forge gives first. Grant Quick Strike, apply Rooted to the attacked unit, so that just strengthens you a bit more. This gives you the multi-strike, which I will gladly take. I personally think the multi-strike's a lot better with the sweep. Because that should clear out anything that is too small. All buff effects on an enemy unit when it enters your train. We're not applying Rage, and we're not consuming cards that often. This is not the buffing Seraph, correct? Correct? Is this buffing Seraph? No, it's cleanse all effects that don't benefit Seraph. I'm trying to think here. What? Armor is not a buff. Incant, technically, but you know what, I can't think of a good enough reason to take any of these. Let's see. We don't heal that often. Wow, I might actually just leave this, because this is pretty awful. It's like, pop 5 damage whenever a person enters a train. You know what, I think that's about the only really good one. We don't heal enough for this to matter, and they should not be getting to the pyre as we have shown. So we're going to move on, and we'll buy our stuff at the next Merchant of Trinkets. Enemy in a center with armor 20. Well, we clear that and still deal 30 damage anyway. So, well, let's do it. The entire reason I'm doing this is I feel as if we're just going to clear them anyway. So here we go. Buff McGee. They're all dead. Jesus Christ. Let's get a move on and get those buffs started on the big guy. Okay. Alright, game. Alright, you're gonna live, but you're gonna be stuck, so we're gonna attack you again next turn. Steelworker. Multi-strike man. This technically deals 2 more damage, but this sweeps through and helps clear enemies. So I'm not actually sure which is better. Yes, so these two are getting cleared. You live, but we're trying to fix that. I'll put the Queen's Imp. Oh, why did I put you out in front? Well, I guess you can tank. In theory, that's actually not bad. We're trying so hard to get rid of these ultra tanky people. It's just not working. Well, we've got double Awoken Rail Spike. So we're going to use 1. Oh, that only enhanced 2 of them because my hand was full. I'm stupid. Why didn't I do this first? No reason to do the other Awoken Rail Spike, but we've already got our enhancement rolling. So we'll take this for now. That's me just being stupid. Oh my gosh. Quit filling up, please. You move. We can kill the first guy, which will get more damage pushed through. You get moved to the front. Pop you in the back, you can continue to tank. We're trying so hard to clear them. It's just not working. Well, One Horn's Tome was caught, although I'm not sure about One Horn's Tome anymore. It might not actually be that good. It might not be as good as I was hoping, is what I should say. So what do you got? Trample. So subsequent damage will make it through. You go up to 44. I don't want to put One Horn's Tome on you. That's just not helpful. You go up to 44, then you go up to 49, you still die. So it doesn't change the outcome in any meaningful way, except I do deal 50 damage to the front lines, so that's okay. I would like to do more damage to you, but One Horn's Tome is not meant for this. And then you're going to punch through and gut all my troops. And while One Horn's Tome is fantastic, this is not the case for it. Yeah. Well, you do deal 1 more strike, but he still deals 1 point of damage, which is all he needs. So yeah, again, no point. Okay, this is lethal. Yeah. Doesn't even make it to the 3rd floor, although that was a little bit dangerous. That's also fair and understandable because we took a lot of damage to begin with. Collect all the money. We don't need any more of this wild stuff. Rage Seer, no. I mean, Rage plus multi-strike isn't bad. It might ironically be one of the better things we could do. However, I would have needed to have taken the relic that gives Rage a permanent stack. It also get, no, it won't, because it'll just get cleared off, so I'll just take the money. Take the money and run. There are no units to buff. We don't need Pyre Health. There's not a single unit that I would like to duplicate. I would love to get rid of the Implings, because the Implings are actually problematic. So get rid of them right now. A Merchant o' Magic, my good man. So if I make the spell cost one less, makes that give one more. One Horn's Tome, I think, is actually kind of a mistake. I could upgrade the Awoken's Rail Spike. I probably should. It's just 20, and I'll look back at this stuff later. Merchant o' Trinkets, what do we get? Dazed when they enter the Pyre Room. No, Sting spells are interesting, but we don't actually need that. Hammered Chestplate, however, I will take just to get some health break points. Reroll, all those are pretty garbage. Sting spells get plus 20 magic power. Well, game, I understand you. I hate you, though. Give me this, because that card is hilarious if we get certain spells on turn 1. All of this is pretty awful. However, 15 damage on a Hornbreak is not bad. Reroll. I could remove the Consume. But why would I do that? Just make you innately... Actually, no. Resto Detto, we can have cost 0, because it's not bad. I don't need an Eternal Stone. I'll instead just make a 25 damage Hornbreak. And is there a card I would like to purge? The answer is... I don't think a second Vine Grasp is actually worth it. And will ensure that we can draw what we need. And still have a buttload of money left over. What are the last options? Yeah, no, pretty awful. Alright. Seraph the Chaste. Let's go. Multi-strike is not, in this case, is not a buff. And I think you're going to have sweepers of some kind. Yes. So that pops through and murders. This kills all of you, so that's fantastic. We did not get our ultra buff on turn 1, which is extremely disappointing. But hey, we can deal 25 damage to Seraph. Here, I was beginning to think that was a real fight. I just cleared everything on turn 1, sir. Do you not know who you're dealing? Pfft. Here, I was beginning to think this was a real fight. He says, man, getting destroyed piece by piece. Draw 5 cards. I'm not going to do that yet. There are very specific cards I would like, and none of those are, in fact, here. His roots run deep, don't you know? Now, I'll be drawing One Horn's Tome. If you had Quick, this might actually be good. However, One Horn's Tome on you is not bad. You're going to take 4 damage, but that's just because we're not clearing things quickly, but we can definitely work on that. Oh boy, can we definitely work on that. There's no need to Resto Detto because no one's damaged in any way. Yeah, you'll live, you'll take damage. There's nothing I can do to avoid that. Unfortunate. Oh, now you're gonna... Oh, Ember Drain. I made a mistake. Why do you only take 50? Which means you don't even get through, but this should be a break point. Yes, it is a break point. Okay. So you're going to be near dead. I'm going to be out of energy, but that's okay. That was entirely my bad for causing that problem. Pop you. Just keep buffing and do not stop. My goodness, you guys are relentless. Out of the way. Perfect. They're both dead. There's no point in One Horn's Tome. Ming, you die. I don't know why I spent that on you. I could have killed you and dealt like 42 more damage, but you know what? At this point, I don't think damage really matters. Well, against Seraph with nearly 2,000 health, with more than 2,000 health, I think every point of damage does matter. Nope, couldn't draw all of them. That was the wrong card. That was the really wrong card. Yeah, well, that's just me being stupid. I can fix that. It's just gonna be a little bit. God, why am I so stupid? Why? Oh boy. Well, I think because of this I lose. Because I made one simple mistake, because when I have zero cost cards, they all look the same to me. Great. Great. Brain, why are you this dumb? Why do you make these simple mistakes again and again? The world may never know. Well, if I lose, that's entirely my bad. This should not have been a losing run, but instead, for some ungodly reason, I just could not help but click the wrong button. Maybe I'm a secret servant of Seraph. Let's just go with that. It's much better than what currently happened. Why did you take so much harm? Ensnare, Resto Detto, and then just root seeds out the wazoo. Yeah, there's no way I can win this, but it's entirely my fault that it happened, because you should have been like 1,000 less, which would have happened from the front group. We can't do One Horn's Tome, there's no reason to do that, and yeah, we died, because I'm... Vine Grasp, why? Why are you like this? Why am I even allowed to target my own units with Vine Grasp? Like, what's the point? There's like 1 or 2 instances where that'd be useful. Tops. And so a battle that did not at all belong to Seraph was just given to Seraph. Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm going to always be angry about this.